Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a bonus stream here. I honestly was not expecting to stream today. I thought that I was going to wake up at a reasonable time, but instead I woke up at 7 in the morning, which considering that I usually go to sleep at 1 a.m. or so is very early for me. Trex. Trex, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. We got some new emotes, Trex, if you're not aware. So yeah, we have 5 emotes now, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, good evening, Dragon Breath. Yeah, so basically this stream today comes courtesy of Jetlag. So I was Jetlag still from Argentina, so we're gonna be playing some some more Amulet. This is basically the same list that I was playing yesterday. I am playing a second negate over the Spell Pierce. Honestly, I was thinking that maybe we should actually go the other way around and just play two spell pierces. And another thing that I was considering actually was Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm is actually a modern legal for those of you that are unaware of. But basically, like the main reason that I'm running negate is because of a spell-based combo, which is stuff like Neobrand ad nauseam, things like that. And I've been thinking about it, and maybe actually Flusterstorms could be reasonable. The only problem is that we are actually missing on countering stuff like, namely Planeswalkers. That is kind of like the big deal. So against control decks and against like Tron and stuff. Although I'm not really worried about Tron. Tron has kind of just disappeared from the format right now, and rightfully so. That deck is not very good, but um, but we're missing out on being able to counter that kind of stuff. But the most important one is Ashiok, so that's why I'm still chilling on negate here. Maybe it should be something like Spell Pierce, or simply just play Flash Stone. But I'm going to stick to negate for now. We're gonna see how things develop from here. The sideboard is, barring that, it's exactly the same that we were playing yesterday. So no new changes. We're just gonna fire up another league and see how things work out. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. To see that we're playing the correct deck, and we are. So let's go. This is gonna be a short stream. I'm only gonna have time to play one league, so it's gonna be a short one, but hopefully we make it count. We can get another sweet 5-0, just like we did yesterday. That would be hot. Modern could so. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people playing Mystical Dispute instead of Negate and stuff like that. I see the point, but at the same time, I don't like it. This hand is just a little bit too slow. If we find a ramp creature from this hand might be okay. Yeah, actually we're on the play. Yeah, if we find any ramp creature off of this once upon a time, this hand is fine. So I guess I'm just gonna keep. We can find a scout here, so that's why I'm doing this. But I think I'd actually rather find a dryad. Or is Asusa better here? I think dryad's better. Playing this because we can still draw Stacy here. Playing against the Eldrazi Temple. It's not a good draw. Certainly not a good draw. But if our opponent doesn't have the turn 2 TKS, which they do, okay, that is annoying. Yep. So they're probably going to take the Dryad here. No, actually both of them give me Titan mana next turn, right? Because I have 2 untapped lands. Because I have 2 untapped lands, both of them give me Titan mana. So there's no need to show them the Valakut yet. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose here. My opponent need to have exactly the turn 2 Thought Knot in order to get ahead of this hand. Oh, are we playing against the red-green version of Eldrazi? Well, this matchup is significantly worse for us than Eldrazi Tron. Yeah, we're probably just gonna die here. Just don't have enough time. I would like for my opponent to show me whether they're playing red here. Yeah, okay, so they are playing red. So it's red-green Eldrazi. That's exactly lethal. That's hilarious. All right. I did think that hand was a fine keep, but yeah, obviously we got caught. Pact can come out, this can come out, Bog can come out, Cavern can come out. Actually, I think I like Cavern better than Ghost Quarter. And Scouts can come out. Turn 4 format, just like Wizard of the Coast says. Exactly. It's basically a turn 4 format, right? Actually, I think I'm gonna do this. Still got red from for Dismember? Yes, that's kind of the idea. Yeah, sure. It's a fine keep. I might find the Scout here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's better than all of these cards, so we're gonna go with it. So next turn I can Dryad if I want to. Unless my opponent kills this, which they might. Yeah, they do. Cool. Asim, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the support. Alright, so we play this. It's good that my opponent used Dismember on his Stacy. That's actually great value for us. Mana Reshaper, unbeatable. Yeah, we're gonna play the Silva here, copying the castle, and if we draw a Titan, we just win, which is cool. Yeah, I guess maybe I should have, because they're gonna take the Dismember here. I mean, honestly, it's fine though. Like they take this member, but we're still in the same situation. Wait, what? I mean, I'm gonna trade here. I know that he draws them a card, but I think it's correct to do it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whew. Uh, cool. And we spend this turn to transmute. Alright, this was pretty gross. This turn was pretty gross. Well, my opponent doesn't even want to know that whether they're gonna draw. They're just done there. That was disgusting. I never said that we will never play a Fetchlands in Amulet. Actually, I do want Balos. That was totally an oversight on my part. Balos is very good in this kind of matchup. Nice. Well, welcome to the stream, Asim. Happy to have you here. We have 28 lands in our deck. This once upon a time I can find a bounce land. I think I'm gonna keep this. It's definitely on the greedy side. No, there's that's just the way it is. This is definitely quite a greedy keep, um, but I think it's a keep nonetheless. All right, opponent does find the Eldrazi Temple. Green Source is a great pick up there. Bounce land, please. Hell yeah. All right. Sometimes things just work out, you know? Never punished. Not only never punished, but I actually drew exactly what I needed. So it's like, just gross. Damping. Okay, that's actually annoying. It's not terrible, but it's quite annoying. Oh, actually, that was a mistake. I should play the bounce land and bounce the forest. Yeah, that was actually a misstep on my part. Yeah, that was definitely a misstep on my part. We're probably gonna tag a Thought Knot here, I assume. No, what is this? Oh, sure. That guy. I think I'm going to hold this Growth Chamber in hand, because if I draw any land... Now that's a whiff. Well, now we are going to do this, I guess. That's a serious whiff. That's a serious whiff there. They don't have a Thought Knot, because otherwise they would have played it already. Let's see what they find. Another temple, sure. These Dumping Spheres turn out to be quite annoying. So what do I want to find here? Maybe another bounce land at this point? Snow-covered forest. Yeah, okay, second green is fine. So we're really looking for a bounce now. Susa. Really looking for a bounce here. Hopefully my opponent finds a Smasher, because if they find a Smasher and they play it, I can dismember it and I can pack for Bailoff, and I can get the 4/4 off the trigger, so I can kill the Smasher while at the same time triggering Mana Reshaper, which should be pretty good for me. Oh no, I actually can't. That sucks. Brutal. Ugh, bomb it. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a turn. If we draw a bounce now, we're in a great spot. Yay. Feels good, man. That is 6 mana. Delicate Battlements. Haste my bra. Attack. And I think I'm just gonna hold back the blockers here. And we're gonna go for Field of the Dead, I think. To make sure we don't die. I could play a Dryad if I wanted to, but I can't trigger anything, so I think I'm just gonna do this. We have no packs to pay for, which is good for us, but we can't pay for anything really here. So I think we just chill here with a ton of zombies in play. And now we can actually go for the line that I was talking about earlier, because now we have enough to pay for Summoner's Pact. Damping Sphere, doing nothing yet again. I feel sorry for opponent next turn, yeah. That moment when handwear is get better than Stronghold. We would have been able to do it to haste anyway with Stronghold. What do we have? Yeah, because we had a bounce land in hand, we had 2 extra land drops, and we could have gotten what's his name? Gemstone. Playing against Soul Strong. So this is probably some kind of control deck. We have Cavern and we have Titan. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy here. And I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, I think I scout here. Scout. Urza, probably. Maybe they're playing Shadow deck? Maybe. Soul Strong is a very, very good control player. But it looks like they're on Shadow. Dan Francisco, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. That's 12 months, Dan. That's insane. That's full year. An entire year. It's crazy. How long will I be streaming? Just 1 league today. Just the 1 league. Should I preemptively play these explosives for 1 is the question. I mean, I should definitely play the castle here. Because if I top the Azusa, I can Titan next turn. So that is definitely correct to play the castle. Now the question is whether do I assume my opponent is on Death Shadow. I think it's safe to assume that, so I'm just going to play this on 1. We might get Super God if my opponent is playing some other deck. But I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that my opponent's on Shadow, considering what their first 2 turns look like. Castle makes second Amulet Titan, that's also correct. That is also quite correct. So my opponent has 2 turns to draw Thoughtseize. Otherwise they're gonna get Titaned. They might have something like Drown in the Lock. So if they start Thought Scouring me, I'm definitely gonna be aware of that. But yeah. Barring that, I don't think there's much they can do. Blue Black Ursa also fits. Yeah, that's true. It could be Blue Black Ursa. It could be Blue Black Ursa. But yeah, we have a lot of outs towards a turn 3 Titan here. Oh, hey Lucas, how's it going? Are you the one and only Pro Tour champion? I don't think I've ever seen you on stream. Welcome to the stream. Un placer. My Portuguese is pretty bad. At one point, it was decent. I was playing in a band with Brazilian players, so my Portuguese was decent because I was speaking it basically every time I played a gig with them. And then I moved, and my mejor que mi castellano. That's I don't know if that's a compliment, Lucas. All right, so it is actually Blue Black Ursa, and these explosives was basically just a waste. All right. Now that we drew a second Simic, I think I'm actually interested in resetting this cavern right here. So we're going to be doing that. Because if they hold up mana this turn, I can just replay the cavern, and if they don't hold up mana, I get to do something else. But yeah, this way we're setting up a better, an uncounterable Titan a couple of turns from now. Or if they tap out, we can just Titan this coming turn anyway, thanks to the second Simic Growth Chamber that we drew. But yeah, very sad that I played this out on 2 now. It's interesting. I think this deck is actually quite good, but for whatever reason, I haven't seen it on. Like, I played against it once. I played against Eli Cassis on stream like 2 weeks, maybe more ago, and that was like the one time that I played against this deck. So I don't have a lot of experience against this. Made the same move at FNM. I wasn't sure my friend was playing his Death Shadow control. I saw the opportunity, and it was Grixis control. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's since like if my opponent is actually playing Shadow, then doing this is like and playing it under counter magic is so important that I think it was worth doing with the information that we had access to. But then of course we got obviously, right? They're gonna steal our amulet. Is there any reason for me to want to blow this up? Because actually destroying my opponent's ones is not irrelevant. Well, I guess that I don't need to do it right now. If I want to, I can do it later. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna blow this up. I'm gonna play my 1-drop. And then I'm gonna play Simic Growth. So now if this doesn't die, we get to play an uncounterable Titan. The only bad thing about this is that if this does die, then I actually cannot Titan this turn, which would suck, but yeah. Soulstrong's list recently was banned snow. Interesting indeed. Yeah, I mean, I've known Soulstrong for being like one of the best control players around. Soulstrong, McWinsauce are all like really, really good moto grinders. So I'm certainly surprised to see Soulstrong playing Urza. I mean, he's a very, very good player, so it doesn't surprise me that much. But yeah, it's not what he's made for. What he has made his name for, I mean. I mean, I still, barring the first sentence, I think everything else is true. Yeah. And I talked about this a little bit yesterday at the end of the stream. It's the fact that you're basically, how can I say, like the way that the deck is built right now versus the way it was built before is, if you see it in terms of numbers from 1 to 10 in terms of power level, it it varies a lot depending on whether you have a Dryad in play or not. Well, before, the power level was always an 8, right? When you had Amulet or Double Amulet, of course, that was a 10, but the minimum power level was always an 8. And the way that the deck is constructed now, the minimum power level when you don't have a Dryad is a 6, but the max power level is a 10 or probably a 12. Man and Mystery, right now I've been on 1 cavern. You can definitely play the second one for sure. But the reason I'm only playing 1, it's because you can actually have you can actually have your stuff countered anyway because of Aether Gust, which is what everybody's playing. Of course, Cryptic Command is still Cryptic Command, right? So it's not like Cavern is going to be dead, but you're still going to be. Everybody's playing Aether Gust as the anti-Titan card, and that gets around Cavern very, very nicely. So, Twitch off-topic question: is there any way to know every one enabled? I think that you can do exclamation point commands. Yeah, there you go. I just cannot make. Oh yeah, it does work. Oh, sick! When did this happen? It's weird. It doesn't work on my chat when I'm looking at it on Twitch, but I can see that it's working on the Streamlabs though. Interesting. I have no idea why that's going on. That's very weird to me. Whatever. But my opponent's playing extremely slow, so. Cryptic, bounce my land? That's so greedy. That is so greedy. Wow. Okay, sure. Imagine if I had a bounce land here and I just straight up counter their pact. That would have been something. That's such a greedy move on their part. You get an Astrolabe, bro. Jundo. some of the commands are super sweet. This one's great. Exclamation point easy. No, Rulo, la única carta que cambié es el segundo negate en vez de. ¿Cómo se llama este chabón? El Spare Pierce. That's right, we don't have a Neoform command. What can the Neoform command say? Talisman of Dominance. But wait, there's more. Aether Spellbomb. Emry, Lurker of the Lock. That's actually amazing news for me. Alright, so we're gonna play the castle here. And now my opponent stepped out, so we're gonna get to resolve our Titan. I'm gonna be able to exile my opponent's graveyard. This is great. This is so good for us. This is so good for us. Whoops. Alright, this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prime time. Can you believe that Pandan Wine says that Bojuka Bog is not a main deck card? Can you believe that, chat? Isn't that crazy? Why would he say that? Probably Tulare West here to have another blue source so we can pact if we need to. I don't know, man. Seems to me that Bojuki Bog is pretty damn good. Oh, we do have a Neoform command. Oh, nice. We do have a Neoform command. Great. That's awesome. That's a really good command, too. We're all just having fun here. I mean, this is what I'm streaming for, right? We're all having fun with commands. For you in this meta, it's better placed with Strongly Mirror, Urza, or Amulet. I think that Amulet is better, but I think that Urza is also very good. Tank, 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 concede. Classic move. A classic move. We definitely want Beast Withins, definitely want Field. I want Rex Sage, but I don't want Forces. Bog is quite good. A Ghost Squatter, it's actually reasonable. Now without Oko tormenting the format anymore, Radiant Fountain actually becomes a lot worse in this matchup. Gonna shave a couple of scouts. We can shave an amulet. Rape the white splash. Path of Exile exiles a creature for 1 white mana. Oh, that's so great. Well, I mean, if I weren't playing Castle, I would definitely be splashing white, right? So I don't think that it didn't age well. I just think that Castle is a stupid, absurd card. So I don't think it's a matter of the command being wrong. It's just a matter of this card got printed since then, and well, yeah, we get to play Ancient Tomb now. The Once Upon is almost as good as the Dryad command. Yeah, the Once Upon a Time command did not age well. There were many things that I undervalued about Once Upon a Time. Is the Stream Decker updated? Oh, actually, you're right. I totally forgot to do that. So let's do that real quick. I mean, it's literally one card off yesterday's list, so it should be almost updated. But it's not. Now it's gonna be if you give me a second, and if the Stream Decker website wants to help me out here. All right, cool. Now it is actually updated. Considering how slow my opponent's playing right now, we do have a lot of time to do this. The Wisdom command isn't working. It's supposed to say when in doubt, minus Karna get the worm. Yeah, that command still ages very, very well. That command still as good as ever. I don't think this hand is very good. My opponent's playing a Thoughtseize deck too, which is pretty brutal. So I think I'm gonna ship it. This one is better. Yeah, let's keep this one. Probably gonna send the Pact of Negation. The redundant Azusa actually is doing something, which is to play around this card spell from my opponent. They targeted themselves. Okay, so they didn't like the card on top. Alright, that's a bounce land. I don't have Scout in my deck anymore, so there's no need for me to show the cavern yet. Turn 2 didn't age well. That's rough, right? I missed my turn 2 kills. Alright, that's a Thoughtseize, which doesn't really do anything. But now they know about the cavern, so they're not gonna hold up mana for no reason. Lattice died for Etron Sin. Nah, I don't think that's true. I think the lattice died because Wizards has sometimes I just think they have no idea what they're doing. You see, redundant Asus actually being relevant. It'd be nice to find like a negate or something like that, or another dismember. Sure, sure. Copy my opponent's watery grave. They don't know about the second dismember. They know about everything else. That's a lab. Not fun gameplay allows Neobrand. Yep, that is the most upsetting thing in my opinion. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I would just want to play the Sage to blow this up. That doesn't seem like good enough value to me. Wonder what happens here. Mystic Sanctuary, get back Thoughtseize. I'm actually okay with that. Now we do have a second dismember, so I think I'm fine with this. Because we can still blow up an Urza if we need to. Do you have a bod up that explains the logic of battlements over... Oh, they drew 2. That's actually very good for them. Ah, that's confusing. Guess they really wanted that Thoughtseize, huh? Because they could have gotten back their Archmage's Charm, which seems much more powerful than the Thoughtseize. Anyway. The logic of battlements overturn to kill package. Yeah, I talked about it yesterday at the end of the stream. So you can go at the end of the stream and I explain like the differences between both ways of building the deck. You can still turn to kill. Yeah, you can still turn 2, but it's gonna take you 7 cards. While before the turn to kill took you 6 cards. So that is the difference. They do take the dismember. Mystic Sanctuary. They're gonna do the same play again. All right. If they do have a cryptic though, we're actually in trouble here. Because they can bounce my Semi-Ghost Chamber, which would set me back 2 turns, which is a lot. Especially when my opponent's like drawing cards and stuff. We're falling behind pretty quickly here. Veil of Summer, the Cyber can be helpful. I don't like Veil of Summer personally. So we're gonna name Giant here. Then we're gonna pass, and if my opponent has a Cryptic, we're probably gonna lose this game. Yep, they have a Cryptic. Yeah, so this is why this is kind of brutal. And I imagine they have yet another another Mystic Sanctuary in their deck. Yeah, so here they're gonna take the Dismember, and then they're gonna be able to resolve the Urza. And I'm super far behind at this point. Oof, yeah. Gonna get back the Cryptic. And we're in a lot of trouble. Can kill the Construct, which is something, I guess. I mean, we're getting to the point where my opponent has only 10 minutes left in their clock. I'm pretty sure they have to be like double queuing or something. Also, they're at 6 somehow. So they're gonna spin Urza here, which makes sense. The revealing bubble. Soulstrong is a very slow player. I'm pretty sure they've been double queuing because they would take a lot of time and just like not do anything. So I'm pretty sure that they were simply double queuing. Okay. So we're gonna be playing Dryad next turn. So here they're gonna Cryptic, probably bounce Mystic, and then I don't know what. Unless they have another Cryptic, probably bounce and draw. They bounce my land. Okay. One important thing, this is a nymph. I know that it's called Dryad, but even though it's called Dryad, it's still a nymph. So you want to make sure that your cover name's nymph. Pro tip right here. Pro tip right here. How's it going, Cherry, by the way? How you doing? Spin and find a Misty, down to 4. Spin again and find Arkham Astrolabe, okay. Well, I guess now I don't have to make it uncounterable, because my opponent only has a single mana. I can attack my opponent down to 2 by throwing away the Rex Sage. Do I want to do that? They only have a single mana, so there's nothing they can do there. They can't counter this for a single mana. Giant. Do I want to bring my opponent down to 2? Does that give me anything? Enjoying Nova and Modern. Chief is planning big turn. Oh, nice. That's cool. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Is that the Cherry Milady? That's so good. That's good value. I think I do, right? Bring my opponent down to 2. Like, what else is my Rex Sage doing at this point anyway? This means that if I draw another Dryad, I can potentially attack for lethal. The only thing that this land is okay modern, it being common was kind of a waste for wizards. It sounded like they didn't consider it as strong as it did. Yeah, I mean, that's usually what they do, right? They do that pretty often. Ashiok Dreamrender. That's annoying. Funny, if we draw a Valakut, we just win. Which is cool. Thopter Foundry. Okay, I guess we don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we don't. Inquisition. Good, good. Oh, they just go infinite. Alright. We are dead. I could try to like milk the clock, but I'm not about that life. Man, we really whiffed that. We really whiffed that game, huh? All right, let's try this again, but this time for real. Bounce Vesuva. Oh, that was a nice line that I didn't see. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered because we didn't have enough time, but that's a good line that I didn't see, honestly. Because of the Dryad being in play, we actually had enough islands, which is cool. The green one lets you shape a new Blightsteel. What's the green one? Is it like the gingerbread something? You create a food token? Crazy. There is a significant power difference between a food token and a Mystic Sanctuary. Case in point, case heroes. Urza looks so weak without Mox Opal. Yeah, but I think that Urza would, like, if Mox Opal were legal, I mean, Urza would of course be better, and it would be built differently as well. But I think it would be fine. The only argument that I see for Mox Opal having been banned, it's because of like planning ahead, right? This hand is too slow, I think. I think I'm gonna keep it though. Like my mana's good. Yeah, it's definitely a sketchy keep, but my mana's good, and we're pretty well set up against discard and stuff. If they discard spell me on turn 1, I think I just let it go. My opponent says I appreciate the concession. Alright, so we are going to see a discard spell here, and I think that this is fine. Xavier, so can you have Discord? Yes, you can, Nephron. There you go. You can join the Discord right there. To me, it was living on borrowed time. This was just the last straw. I mean, I think it was like the problem with Mox Opal was like KCI and stuff. So it wasn't that Mox Opal was the big offender. My opponent leading on Snow Covered Swamp, it's weird. Alright. Once upon a time is gone. So this, to me, says that maybe they don't have Aether Gust or any of those cards. That's a great draw. I'm gonna play around Damn Sphere because I can. Okay, so now, as I was saying, they don't have Aether Gust. Alright, so we're getting to a point where we just need to draw a Titan. And then we're gonna be good. Could have gone either way about the Opal ban. I think you're probably right that they're applying a return to New Phyrexian Meridian, so maybe it would have been necessary. Yeah, so that is the problem. That is like the only thing that I could have seen. You know, like they're just planning on printing some new artifact set or whatever, and they were going to ban the Mox Opal eventually. So like buying it right now, it's fine. I'm gonna play Asusa. Too bad that we actually drew the same land that we already had. Sucks a little bit. If we draw a Titan, we should be in a good spot, though. It's time for OP to time out. Yeah. So they're gonna get pushed here, which makes sense. Play this, pass the turn. Only 4 lands. It's kind of a beating. Draw 2. I want to filter first. My opponent's really struggling with this Astrolabe. There we go, they figure out. Not cracking bubble probably means that Aware is likely to be in their hand. I think I'm gonna want a bone right now. Bojuge Bog. Okay. Balakut is better. It's better if we find specifically Dryad, but even if we do, I don't think that the Dryad is likely to get there. So I think I'm going to get some value here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One different name. It's pretty shitty that we drew both of our snow-covered forests instead of drawing 1 and 1. That sucks. Yeah, so there's the Were. Gonna get this Thopter Foundry first, probably. Then they're gonna Urza, which we can blow up if we have to. Firmly, the account advance should have been Ursa Oko Veil. With Carnestone really made Opal decks die off to. Yeah, exactly. I don't think that the Opal ban was necessary. So my opponent still has Cryptic mana here, so there's no need for me to do anything right now. Maybe I should do it now, though, here. The problem is I die to Aware. So I think I untap, because I might draw some kind of counter magic. Asusa. This has the same name as this, so there's no need for me to play it out. But I wanted to get rid of the Were because I don't want Mystic Sanctuary to be an out for them. Yeah, so they do have the other Were, which sucks for me. Yeah, because they probably also have another Ursa. And if they have another Ursa, we just die here. But with the play that my opponent made here, and again, I could just try to time them out, but I think it's just whatever. Yeah, where we just die to the combo. All right. Feels bad, man. The chats have highlighted every message they send. I mean, you could. It's there for trolling purposes. That means you're hanging out in stream, though, so I appreciate it, Dragon Breath. Veil doesn't stop Beast Within, exactly. Yeah, I think Veil is okay in Modern. It's a little bit more egregious in Legacy. It's definitely a bit more egregious in Legacy, but in Modern it's just fine. Nah, I'm just kidding. The troll is strong with this one. Stop. Do you think Amulet is gonna eat the Banhammer? I think it's possible that something from Amulet gets banned. I think Once Upon a Time is the most likely card to be banned. What I would like to see banned is the Dryad, because I think that that would bring Amulet back to its previous power level, which was fine already. Anasium hit me with it last night to kill me with it as a circle. Felt super bad. You mean with Veil? Jesus. We're playing against a good player. Damn. So this is a turn for Titan with Dryad. So I think I like it. We can speed up with Once Upon a Time. Also, Amulet would be a very good draw. Amulet would be our best draw, bar none. If anything, wouldn't. Yeah, I just don't know what Wizards thinks. So I don't think I can make any. Like, I just don't agree with a lot of Wizards' way of handling bans, so I just have no idea what they're doing. I don't even know if they know what they're doing. So there were a bunch of lands and a scout there. I think that scout was the best option because the scout allows us to turn to Dryad now if we want to. I would have liked to see Bog there. We didn't, but that's fine. Yeah, they're very unpredictable, and they are also very inconsistent with their bannings as well. So I just have no idea what they might do or they might not do. All right, so they have Imp and they have Loam. A nothing? Ho ho ho, baby! Ho 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 ho, ho baby! Oh yeah. Wee! Got him! Ba 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 ba. This is how we do it. Uh, 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 This is how we do it. Feels good, man. Feels real good. Actually, I think the Dredge decks have started playing Ashiok. So I think I'm going to do something like this instead of Rex Sage and Explosives. Turn 2? Yes. Yes. I guess that was a turn 2 kill. In this competitive diversity, because Chamber is banned. That would be annoying, but Amulet can survive that ban. Mrs. Sector is fine. It's take it or leave it card. There are some. Ugh. 30 land deck. Feels bad, man. If Twin were unbanned, where would it fall in the meta? I think it can't get unbanned, honestly. It would mess up the meta game a little bit too much for my taste. What do we ship here? I think Misty is the correct thing to ship. And Dryad being worse than Azusa here. Eldrazi seems okay against the Ox, maybe? No, it's too narrow. I don't like it. Beware the Ox. Yeah, the Ox is fine. Opponent moves to 4. Turn 1 Horn. Okay, I'm gonna go fetch a basic forest. Amalgam Thug. Those are pretty good hits. Alright, those are some really good hits for my opponent. Ox still not there quite yet. I'm going to play Second Mill and I'm going to play Castle here. Then next turn we're going to play... Hopefully we draw any land. Preferably a bounce. And my opponent can go off here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they don't have the Ox. Yeah, they can. They can. Okay, yeah. So that's actually very good. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, my opponent played it well. Yeah, they're gonna get to do a lot of nasty shit right here. Move to 4. Just F6. Now the Ox is gonna be really, really good here. Ox is gonna be crazy good here. My opponent's gonna get to mill like 15 or something, or like somewhere like 13. Something on that ballpark. Magus of the Moon. Now that's something. What did they get? So they got Imp and 2 Thugs. Imp and 2 Thugs. Bounce land, so we can win this game once and for all. Bounce land. It's not it. It is certainly not it. Magus of the Moon is good to know about. Am I dead here? I'm not dead. Alright, so I'm gonna play the Valakut here. And I'm gonna hold the Vesuva in hand. Next turn I'm gonna copy Stomp. I guess I'm gonna copy the Valakut, and I should be able to cast my Titan and set up lethal. So my opponent needs to draw here, actually. They need to find a conflag, or they're gonna die. As easy as that. They take a draw. I guess they don't have a Dredger. Duh. But yeah. Wait, they have 3, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so they have lethal here. I think. Oh, I should have played the Yasusa. I'm stupid. I didn't do the math to see where my opponent was at, so I need to jump here. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, they actually have lethal, so it didn't matter. I needed to play both and hope that I draw a land. Yeah, I punted this game. I was talking nonsense and I didn't do the math. I wasn't gonna get there anyway, but still. All right, so Magus of the Moon is good to know about. Definitely, I wanna have this member there. Let's do this. Yeah, I was just talking. I mean, we were not gonna get there, but I mean that was definitely a bad play for obvious reasons. Huh? Do we like this here? Against Dredge on the play. I think we have to ship this. We can do better than 6. Yep, that's better on 6. Cool. So we're gonna keep here, we're gonna bottom the Pact. And we're looking for an untapped green source for turn 1 to scout. I thought there was no stream today. Me too, but I'm still pretty jet lagged, so I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning, and I'm like, I mean, I might as well stream. Do you still play Legacy at all these days? I haven't played Legacy in a really long time, but I kind of want to get back to it at some point. Lose to Dimir? Yeah, we lost to Urza. I could have won the match, but in just basically by making my opponent do it. I think I'm actually gonna get the wooded foothills here. Also, my opponent moved to 3. Gonna get foothills here to get a basic play around Magus. It also gets my scout into play, which is nice. And what do I want to draw here? Amulet would be the best draw. Poggers. Is that a good draw, chat? Last modern streamer plays Legacy. That has been my stream title. That has been my stream title before. What did they get? Oh, they got Imp. Sure, let's bog here. Natty Bog doing its thing yet again. Hardcast Thug. You got it, OP. You got it. So here we're going to do Dryad. We're going to copy Turf. Bouncing Bujuka Bog. Gonna play this and then pass the turn. My opponent has an Imp in hand, so there's no way they can cast Magus, so this should be game over right here. And it kind of doesn't matter what they do. I'm going to Bog end step anyway. Because this allows me to cast Titan, obviously. Oh man, so unlucky. I drew the Amulet 1 turn too late. Feels bad, man. So we're gonna do Valakut and Simic Growth Chamber. Valakut you. Wanna go seats? Corvinus 37, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, we're abusing the turn 2 command a little bit too much right there. I missed it. Did I rip Bog off the top again? Yes, I did. Huh, interesting hand. Turn 1. Amulet. Turn 2. And they were still missing a Titan. Yeah, I think we should need to ship this, unfortunately. If any of these were bounce land, I would keep it. But as is, again, like the power level of Double Amulet with this list is significantly worse than it used to be. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to ship it. And this is much better. Much, much better. This is a keepable hand right here. Turn 3 Azusa, turn 4 potential Titan. Yeah, the problem with that previous hand is it was with what I had, it was already a turn 4 Titan at the earliest. And not only that, but even like a double amulet is just not as good as it used to be anymore, right? Put him also 6 as well. They're saying hi in chat. They saying they recognize the name. Actually, 2 and 1 here. Love my streams. Thank you so much. Inspired me when I played I'm Untitled. That's awesome. Very happy to hear. MTG Mind Sculptor. Rulo, perdimos contra Blue Black Urza. I don't run Battlements, I still run Sunhome. Yeah, that's cool. Jodido el Ursa. Sí, mis manos simplemente no fueron buenas. Time for class, good luck the rest of the league. Gotta get that 80%. Oh yeah. Gotta get that signature 80%. What am I trying to do here? I think I play Tolaria West. What can I draw? If I draw Amulet. So yeah, so basically I want to delay playing this Gruul Tour for as long as possible. So I think I'm gonna play the Tolaria West here. It's either Tolaria West or with the Foothills. I think I'm gonna play T West first. I can play Foothills next turn. I can fetch for Simic Growth. For a Breeding Pool, sorry. Urza's Power Plant. Okay, so Mono Green Tron is what we're paired up against. That's another prime time. That's not relevant right now. I kind of don't want to fetch though. My life total is going to be basically irrelevant, and I kind of don't want to fetch, so I guess I'm going to play the Foothills but not fetch. It's close. It's close, but I think it's correct for me to not fetch. They whiffed of Ancient Stirrings? Holy crap. Whew, that's brutal. Like, Tron never whiffs of Ancient Stirrings. There's like 40 hits, or maybe more. Oh, just a misclick. Oh. Oh, yikes. Yeah, it was. My opponent says it was a misclick. Okay, I'm just gonna. All right, that's cool. It's no big deal. So we're gonna get Breeding Pool here again. My life total doesn't matter in the Tron matchup, so I'm not. Having more information is definitely better. My opponent says that I'm one of their favorite streamers. That's so nice. All right, here we're just gonna get both ETB and tap lands. This plays around my opponent having Ghost Squatter. If they do have Tectonic Edge, we get wrecked, but c'est la vie. Let's think here. Okay, so they have Tron next turn. So I have to make the most out of this turn. It's the accent. It has to be. What is an uwu? I've seen the uwu meme and whatever multiple times, but I have no idea what an uwu is. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get Ghost Squatter plus Bounce Land. That's the easy part. And next turn I'm gonna be able to pack for Dryad to look it up. Or we can get double Valakut, I guess quadruple Valakut thanks to prime time. Don't have a Yaya enabled. I can only have so many BTTV emotes, which is weird. I assume that you should just be able to have all the ones that you wanted, but that's not the case. Oh, I just realized I could have hasted there. Yeah, I could have hasted there. Yeah, that's brutal. No, because I could have played the breeding pool and tapped, right? I play the breeding pool and tapped, I shock. I attack, I tap all my mana, leaving the red floating from the Gruul Turf, and then I have Bounce Land plus Handwear Garrison. And then on the attack trigger, I get Bounce Land plus Ghost Quarter. So yeah, so that was definitely me talking and being silly. But that would have been the correct line. We would have been able to end up with way more mana in play. You sold on this list or not? Sorry if you answered this many times already. Questions are always welcome in this stream. But I think the list is very good. I think I explained yesterday on stream. Basically, I think that the power level is higher overall because the presence of Dryad does that. But I think that your Titan and your amulets become worse. Yeah. So here, because of how my opponent tapped, they're gonna need to crack now, which means that they're gonna be tapped out, which means that I'm gonna be able to just Valakut them to death. All right, just concede. All right, negate. This is what we're playing. Negate over other options. Rex Sage and Field of Dead. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. Actually, I think I'm gonna get this out of here instead. 30-minute ago, Tron has disappeared. Yeah, it's. I mean, you see why, right? Tron has not aged well. It simply hasn't. I feel like I do want scouts though. I'm going to assume that they don't have Ensnaring Bridge. They don't have Baby Karn. If I see Baby Karn, then the Rex Sage is gonna come back in. Try something like this. Rachel, yeah, I missed your thing. I asked this earlier, but I think you missed it. A lot of lists got the gemstone for second breeding pool. What are your thoughts on that? Is gemstone still that much better? Gemstone allows for some play patterns that are not otherwise easy to get. For example, if you have battlements in play and tapped, and you don't have a Dryad, right? If you have battlements and tapped, gemstone is literally the only way that you can haste a Titan without an amulet, right? So there's definitely plenty of reasons to want to play gemstone still. This hand is so close. This hand is so close. But not having any ramp is a death sentence here. This hand's probably better. I'm gonna keep and bottom the Valakut. Not having Ramin up in this matchup. Definitely miss it. Definitely miss it. Steerings for yours is mine. The upside of one gemstone is higher than having additional forest for going to come in and tapped. So we have currently 7 forests because we have the two. Because we have the two fetches. Yeah, we're gonna get prime time here. And we should be able to set up a turn 3 Titan. Turn 1. Yeah, we actually have a turn 3 Titan because we play Golgari Rat Farm on 2 and Castle. So we should be able to have a turn 3 Titan here. That's even better. But they might kill the amulet. So I guess it's just free to play anyway, though. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna play Castle here. It's just free to play the amulet here. Because we don't need this to survive in order to cast the Titan next turn. What is this? Ballista for 1. Okay, now since my scout is gonna die, I am not gonna play around a Nature's Claim. If my opponent has a Nature's Claim, we get wrecked here, but I don't think I can play around it. However, if my opponent does not have the Nature's Claim, yeah, that's awesome. So they don't have the Nature's Claim, which means that now we get to cast Titan, and we get to Vesuva our own Ghost Quarter, which is great. So we have 6 mana. We're gonna Titan. We're gonna get Valakut and Battlements. Then we're going to Bounce Land plus Vesuva copy Ghost Quarter. And we're gonna be able to base within my opponent's land on upkeep. Which should be game. Tron being good Tron is hilarious, kinda, right? Attack. Semi-Ghost Chamber plus Vesuva. Draw Step, destroy. Upkeep, I guess, destroy one of the lands. Looking real good here. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Three and one. Let's get that 80%, shall we? GG's. Personally, want to play Gemstone because I have the Judge promo. I don't. Oh, nice, KSI. Good games, good games. Yeah, the Tron matchup for us is it's very good. It's very, very good. There's not much of a way around that. It's just a really good matchup for us. And thank you for the follow, KSI. Do you feel one cavern is enough in the current meta? I saw the SG players were running the 2 caverns instead of the second fetch. Yep, that is definitely reasonable. That is definitely reasonable. Wow, this hand is a great poker hand. Great poker hand. This is just a great hand, period. So we like that better. Keep. Done. Opponent moves to 6 as well. This is turn 3 Titan as it stands. So that's great. Now it's an even better Titan. Opt. Probably playing against blue-white, I would assume. Oh yeah. Alright, so that should be game. My opponent tapped out on turn 2. Brutal. Yeah, and here you see actually the downside of the way that we built our deck, right? Here we see here we see the downside, right? My opponent could see it, but like this, I don't think that they should have. Honestly, if they had like a Path to Exile or something, they were still very, very much in this game. But anyway, Beast Within, thank you very much. Dismember, thank you very much. Negate, thank you very much. Field, Explosives, and 1 Forest, 1 Sage. Can take this out, we can take Bog out. I'm going to see that my opponent is on some Stoneblade variant. If I see that they are actually in a control variant, then the Bog is going to come back in, obviously, because of Mystic Sanctuary and Snapcaster. Scout's great. We shave a couple of Azuzas. Shave 1 Summoner's Pact. Actually going to shave 1 Explosives. Yeah, 3 Beast Withins. Radiant Fountain. Hey Matt, how's it going? Do you think that Blue White should start playing Lavinia against us? So Lavinia counters Pact, but it doesn't counter Prime Time, right? And we don't really rely on Pact as much in the match. I mean, you even see that I'm sideboarding one of them out. Lavinia only counters non-creature spells, I think. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, it only counters non-creature spells. I guess it doesn't counter, it just prevents you from playing them. Velos is always an interesting inclusion here. I don't think I want it, but it's always funny to think about your opponent just triggering the sort of Feast and Famine, and then you you dropping a Baloth on them. Let's actually switch gears a little bit. Let's do that instead. There's Ashiok. Yeah, Ashiok makes me want negate, which kind of sucks. Stupid Ashiok, man. So good. How is this handwear build? It's been good. It's been good. It's not like ridiculous or anything, but sure. I keep this. Oops, there we go. We have multiple answers to Ashiok. We have answers to equipment. This is like a reasonable hand overall. Sure. Instant speed answer to equipment. It's not horrible. We can also make the cute play of destroying my opponent's lands, which I'm not too psyched about. That's a Teferi. It's fine. Probably get a minus on the amulet. We don't care too much about that. Just gonna replay it. Again, nothing that I want to destroy yet. Stoneforge. Go squatter. I think I have to pass here, unfortunately for me. Destroying this doesn't do anything. I could destroy a land. I could destroy the Tef. But if I destroy the Teferi now, then my opponent can activate Stoneforge and equip and attack. So I don't like that. I certainly want to use my mana doing something. They will play Sword for mana and equip. Yeah, but I don't know how much. I don't know. They need to have a land in hand in order to do that, right? They don't have enough mana to do it. As we stand. If they have another land, then obviously they can just play a Sword and equip. But that's why I'm considering destroying the land. If I destroy the Tef, though, I get to force. So I think that's gonna be the line. Mana leak or something? Logic not. Sure. Alright, so now they need a land. Do they have it? Why the second Gruder for their first Sanctuary? Because we actually care about the red mana. I actually saw this. We saw this this matter like a couple of matches ago. I can't do it during the upkeep because there's a Teferi in play. That's why I wanted to kill a Teferi, because I can't play this at instant speed, and neither can I play this. You need to survive to get time to draw lands. Yes, but I'm not. Like I'm not gonna be dying to the 3/3 beats, right? I'm gonna be dying to the sword that my opponent has. So I think that destroying the fairy is actually a reasonable line there. Or attempting to destroy the fairy is a reasonable line, I guess. It's a better way of saying it. Mystic Sanctuary. Okay, good to know that my opponent's playing Mystic Sanctuary. I certainly was not expecting them to. Alright, so there's the opt. So then my opponent's going to play the sword, equip Stoneforge, attack. And I'm actually under a very real clock. Unfortunately, I think I have to ship the explosives there. There's an opt on top. Okay, so I need to counter. So I'm going to name Shaman here. Which it really sucks to do this. But I'm going to die to this sword otherwise. And I'm pretty sure that my opponent must have some counterspell in hand. Even if they take a gust here, we get wrecked. Spell Queller is brutal. Spell Queller is insane there. Yeah, I don't think I can win anymore at this point. Because the Tef. The Teferi means that even if I answer the Queller, I cannot cast the Rex Sage. So no, Shaman is actually strictly correct because Scout is a Shaman, so you should always name Shaman here. Right? We have other Shamans in the deck, and we don't have any other elves, so it's always correct to name Shaman. Yeah, I don't think we can win anymore. I don't think we can win anymore, if I'm not mistaken. Really hate 3-mana Teferi? Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. I hate it too. It's crazy to me how much people complained about Karn, and in comparison, how little they complain about Teferi. When Teferi, it's like way worse of a card to play against. So I'm still thinking that my opponent's playing some Stoneblade variant. I don't think that they're... I actually made a mistake, I think. Wait a second. Yeah, Grizzly. I'm saying that it could be blue-white with Stoneforge. Now I think that they're playing Stoneblade. Like, we beat them on game 1. They conceded after playing Stoneforge on turn 2. So it could be blue-white control with Stoneforge, or it could be Stoneblade. And now after I've seen what I've seen so far, I'm thinking that it might be just Stoneblade. Alright, so yeah, so I think that now that the Teferi is gone, I need to blow this up. This is going to draw the logic node that my opponent has. I should have done this in response, by the way. But this is going to enable me to actually counter the prime, to play the prime time. This is, of course, assuming... Oh. Okay. Well, any untapped land here might be good for me. Oh, never mind. That's actually very smart for my opponent. Yep, got me. So they have a logic node that I know about. So yeah, this is... I can't win anymore. Alright, so it is Stoneblade, so I do want Radiant Fountain again. And we do have this member, so that's good. We do have Beast Within, so that's good. Rex Sage is also fine. I think I do want a second Explosives, though. And I'm gonna cut the Field of Dead, because we don't need it as much. Actually, I'm gonna cut the Ghost Quarter. Holfie with a tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, Holfie. Thank you for the support. Thanks for being here. I take a 2-week vacation and everybody thinks I'm dead, which is hilarious. Bug to beat Mystic. Yeah, I don't think I care about Mystic as much. I care about like, Spell Queller and stuff more. Maybe it is correct to still have the bug, but over what? Like, I don't want it over the second field. Maybe over one of the... Okay, so I took out all my scouts. I'm gonna keep this. Castle Garenbrig. Stoneforge. Playing the Dryad under counter magic is pretty nice. Now we're also holding up negate. Ashiok. Wow. That's so good for me. Wow. Alright, so now my opponent has no clock. Prairie Stream is one you don't see every day. Time Raveler. Beast Within here in response. Negate. The blowout. The blowout. Whoo! Firing on all cylinders, baby. Firing on all cylinders. Pew, 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 pew. Easy 4-1. Easy 4-1. Beast Within just continues to overperform, man. Beast Within just continues to be insane. I am very, very happy that Dom Harvey figured out that this was a card that we can play in the deck. I mean, I remember it seeing play like many, many, many years ago. And the fact that Dom figured out and he brought it back and he realized that it actually kills Sashiok, which is insane. It's great. It's just so good. Do you want GIF? Gix? Ticks. Oh yeah. So you win 5. If you go 4-1, you win 5 chests. And then you sell chests for... Right now chests are 2.1. Goatbots is buying chests for 2.1 tickets. So you sell these for tickets. That's how the MTGO economy works. Wait, why do I have only one of these? Do they run out? What are these? What are these? This is the ones that are to like play the mocks or whatever. So I have 2 entry to some of those events. And what are these? Me olvido que también hablas español. Sí, sí, hablo español. Anyway, negate, gas. Although Mystical Dispute would have been better in that matchup specifically. But yeah, negate, gas, usual 80%. Yeah, signature. The signature 80% win rate. Value in the end is graded to open chests? No, it's always better to sell the chests. El autocorrector del cel corrigiendo las palabras en inglés a cualquier cosa así. Suele pasar. Anyway, this list is pretty solid. This list is pretty solid. We just keep on playing against a bunch of hate, and we somehow continue winning. The blue-black Urza matchup seems pretty rough. It does seem pretty rough. I mean, my draws in that match specifically were not amazing by any means, and I could have 5-0'd again if I had timed out my opponents, but I just didn't want to. But yeah, only things I could consider changing would be I explained why I do still like having access to the one-off gemstone mine. So I do like this. Another option would be to play a stomping ground over the gemstone line. I don't think I'm about that life really. I think I'd rather like I think that blue mana is way more important than red mana. But I mean that's the point of gemstone and why I think it's good, right? It's because it is all of those things at the same time. So gemstone mine is probably worth continuing to play. What I've seen is people cutting the second fetch, just a one fetch, and then playing a second cavern over the second fetch. That's possible. Maybe that is correct if Blue Black Ursa becomes like a deck to beat or something. I'm not sure whether it is or not so far, honestly. I played against it twice in total so far. So yeah, I don't know. I think this list is very nice, and I have liked Negate over Mystical Dispute. I understand the reason for wanting Mystical Dispute because there's some matchups where the difference is just insane, right? Also, one thing that I wanted to point out is the prismatic omen effect right there. Like I was only able to win that game handily because I had a Dryad in play and I was able to like negate off of like triple forest Castle Garenbrig, and I can't remember what the last land was. But I didn't have any blue sources, but the Dryad was fixing my mana, which is pretty ridiculous. I've opened 20 chests, go to docbots.com, look at the EV rating. Yeah, I mean, it's yes, like the fact that it's the EV is good, that doesn't mean that. I mean, you're still playing the lottery, right? And what are the chances of you winning the lottery? They're pretty minuscule. My worst case so many hits of the Amulet, I can imagine played Urza. I mean, the Urza deck is I guess it is kind of expensive. This is like the last Urza list that I played. I think I actually own most of those cards in paper too, which is cool. I might even own all of these cards in paper. I don't own fetid pools, whatever you say. But yeah, so going back to what's important here. I think I'm gonna continue playing negates for now, and I think I'm closer to wanting to play Spell Pierce than wanting to play Mystical Dispute. That might just be me. I don't know. I'm just not excited about 3 mana leak against matchups like Tron, which we did face today, and Ad Nauseam, which I didn't face, but I hear that it is definitely seen an uptick. I mean, moving from to blue-green Oko to blue-green Uro and now blue-green something. Yeah, fair enough. Ad Nauseam is super popular, right? Exactly. And Mystical Dispute is horrendous against Ad Nauseam. 3 mana Metalik is not gonna cut it against Ad Nauseam. Negate is much better. Just finished building Titan Shift. I want the green white Titan. The amulet from yeah, I mean the green white Titan list is actually pretty good. That's actually one of the decks that I was planning on maybe streaming tomorrow. Where is it? There. Not this list specifically. There was X Whale was playing a version. He won an event with. Let me find it for you real quick. Yeah. SN Gaily Lee, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Hope you enjoy your emotes, and I hope you're enjoying the content as well. Really appreciate the support. And if you want to get access to the sideboard guides, you need to join Discord and then go ahead and link your Discord to your Twitch account in settings. Until Rex Sage, sorry, Night of Autumn. Well, we're actually Night of Autumn is better in this list because we actually have planes, basic planes, and having a card that is also very good against burn does come up often. So This is still not the list that he played though, so just gonna do that real quick. So Knights come out, Dryad, search for tomorrow for these. One tracker, 2 Gracers, 2 Explorers, for Once Upon, for Steep, Rampant Growth. That's not one you see every day. Rampant Growth? We're gonna play the proper art. There we go. This one is also a consideration, but this is the proper art. Everybody knows that. Yeah, Rampant Growth is definitely interesting. All right, 4 packs. Yeah, so this is the main deck. We're gonna change some castle, bog, 4 castles. Love the 4 castles. 2 caverns, like this too. 2 fields. 2 forest. Ghost Quarter. 1 canopy. 1 plains. 1 snow-covered plains. 1 radiant fountain. 1 nut plain. Scarlet groves. Balakut. 2 of these. 2 snow forest. 1 snow plains. 2 temple garden. 2 Balakut. 1 Suva. No, we're not playing Vesuva. Okay. Interesting that we're not playing Vesuva. We're playing a Vista. I'm not sold on the Vista. It seems very, very real that we will run out of basics. We only have 6, and we have 4 Steves, 1 Rampant Growth, 4 Search for Tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Anyway, now the sideboard is what I really, really like about this list. Because we're playing a bunch of haymakers. Alright, so we're playing 2 trackers. We're playing 4 path. 2 purge. Purge is particularly a card that I'm very, very excited about in this kind of decks. The fact that it answers Blood Moon, it answers Ashiok, it answers Death Shadows, it's just amazing. And Mind Sensor, baby. Oh yeah, we're playing 2 Mind Sensors in the sideboard. Last thing I'm missing is a Rex Sage. There. Yeah, so I could see streaming this tomorrow. I'm probably going to start with this list and then make changes from here. I was tuning in hoping you'd be playing. I did play 1 league with Naked Man. I played 1 league with this list, but I unfortunately have to get going. I have a sound check to attend because I'm playing tomorrow. 600 ticks. Yeah, John, that's actually very cheap. Historically, John has been very, very expensive, but anyway. Hope you don't want to play Blue Eye because VTF is $50. Yeah, it's probably a little bit over that at this point. Rampant Growth smells Commander to me, that's funny. Even with Renaissance, you kind of need to buy the staples. Someone was telling me I'd be looking at over 600. Yeah, it's expensive. Do you ever play Challenge or Preliminary? Only leagues. I could play the Preliminary, but the preliminaries are never live when I stream. So I could play one of those. Only if they line up with, maybe if I'm streaming there, but that hasn't really been the case. I wonder why Punt and Wine is like marked here. I don't know. But yeah, I don't really play the challenges because usually I work during the weekends. So when I get to play, when I get to play Magic is during the week. I mean, that's originally why I got into Moto in the first place. It's because I was, the events are usually like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which are days that I'm very often working. So I started playing in Magic Online because it was the only way that I could play Magic while keeping my musician schedule. Catch the YouTube later. So like, how you actually called him Naked Man? Yeah, I mean, it is basically Naked Man, right? Anyway, thank you so much for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe and all the good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.